Capricorn. We are doing a reading for a retrograde in Mercury, retrograde in Aries. So we have two questions today, Capricorn. How will retrograde affect you? And how will you transform coming out of retrograde? Let's see. First thing is, what will be affected? What will be affected? Okay, we have the World card. Okay, what will be affected in Capricorn's life? Okay. All right, so feeling complete. I kind of feel like during retrograde Capricorn, you're going to kind of realize that, you've been distracting yourself from things that you need to kind of like take a deeper look at. A lot of the times, Capricorn, number one, you're very grounded. But I do feel like sometimes, like digging deep to like old wounds and traumas can kind of bring you into a depressive state almost. And that's something that you guys do not want to face. Sometimes you avoid. So I do feel like retrograde is going to shake you up a little bit to where you're going to have to like literally sit down, Capricorn, and do a lot of reflection. The reason why you have to do the reflection is because it's allowing you to heal, to grow, and to understand yourself on a much deeper level. Because if not, what's going to happen? You're going to constantly distract yourself, do some retail therapy. I don't know, like party, watch movies all day, and completely neglect yourself, your inner self, in order for you to be happy ultimately. Because if not, if you don't reflect on these things that you have to work on, it's kind of like eventually it's going to slap you in the face anyway. So you might as well just handle it now while retrograde shakes you up a little bit, because it's just time. It's time to elevate on a much deeper level, Capricorn. Yes, it's basically shaking you up so that you can start over again, so that you can evolve into the next phase in life. Evolve into your next journey, leaving the old, like, what do they say? Leaving out the old, in with the new. Like, it's time, Capricorn. It's time to evolve. It's time to get closer to your higher self. In order for you to be the masters of your own destiny and journey and purpose here on earth. We all have a purpose, Capricorn. It's time to live in your purpose. But you can't live in your purpose without what? Doing some reflection. And how will Capricorn transform coming out of retrograde? Let's see. Law and order, tapping and being connected to your higher self, being more vocal, being more communicative and expressive, with how you feel, what's on your mind, also being very intellectual and logical versus emotional. I never really met so much of an emotional Capricorn unless they had some water signs in their chart. But I do feel like, coming out of retrograde, if you are occasionally emotional, I just feel like logically, you will start thinking better versus allowing your emotions to take over. Yes, by you reflecting and having these nostalgic memories of your past in order for you to heal those wounds, will only bring so much more confidence, so much more self-awareness, and trust within yourself. Because you will have seen all of the growth that was endured, from your past all the way up until now. And you will notice that the past will not, and you will not allow to dictate your life. Feeling of abandonment. I mean, this all goes back to childhood. I feel like you will reflect on all these things. Heartbreak, neglecting, being neglected, childhood traumas. And I just feel like you're finally going to start investing into yourself, Capricorn. So transforming out of retrograde and healing, basically during this healing journey of yours, will only make you open up your eyes a little bit more and realize that you need to invest in yourself. Sometimes I feel like you guys invest in other people, or maybe sometimes you feel like you distract yourself so much, like I said, from things that you need to focus on, to where you don't even invest in yourself. You don't even really focus on your goals and the things that you really need to be pouring into. And coming out of retrograde, you will, in fact, start working more on yourself, start working more on your job, career, whatever it is that you're interested in, whether it's artwork. I mean, whatever it is you're interested in, whatever it is that you, honestly, that calls your name, you will work on. Another thing too, leaving alone, oh my gosh, my communication, leaving old habits in general, old thought processes. I mean, you're gonna be a spanking new person, Capricorn, and I love this for you because you need to do some rejuvenation. All right, and this is the perfect time to do so. So I'm proud of you, Capricorn. So proud of you.